What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MULN stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news. I will show you two news that were the reason of this spike in its price for about 57%. And I will show you the real news that you should know in order to make your own proper decision of investment in this stock. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family, and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this very point when this asset broke the range of support at 40 cents and it had a quite harsh movement to the downside, during which it lost about 25% of its value. And the reason of this decrease in its price was let me show you, was this news. Mullen Automotive files preliminary proxy statement, where they disclosed the actual share count of their outstanding shares. And basically they confirmed that they are still diluting existing shareholders. On top of that, right here, you can see that the number of shares became 284.848 million. But at this very moment, we had the data of about 184 million shares. This means this asset is still in the dilution process. And in just several minutes, I will show you even more updates regarding this issue. So let me show you the news that was the reason of these two spikes in its price. And by the way, guys, at this very moment, I've told you that the general sentiment is still 100% bearish, and we might see some spike in its price, but these spikes will not break its previous swing high at roughly 48 cents and even higher. And it happened exactly as I predicted. We have two spikes, but these spikes are quite bearish, and in my technical analysis I will show you why I think so. So first of all, let me show you what was the reason of these two movements. It was the most recent news that Mullen provides update on lawsuit against TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, National Finance Service and others. And this news cannot change nothing fundamentally for this company, because we know that the main reason of its movement to the downside is basically a policy of David Michery and C-levels executive of this company. And let me show you this, let me remind you again that David Michery alone received from September the 30th of 2019, he received more than $155.5 million as a remuneration, because he is a CEO and he's stealing money from shareholders' pockets. And let me show you again this second news. Mullen receives favorable decision from NASDAQ hearing panel. And this news is more interesting. You can see that we have two dates of January 22nd, 2024 and March the 8th, 2024. Before these dates, the company should be in line with the NASDAQ listing rules. And this is, on the one hand, quite good news, but on the other hand, let me show you the previous statement that was made by July 28th, 2023 regarding the same issue. And right here you can see that it says, should the company fail to meet any of the terms in this exception, its securities will immediately be delisted from the exchange. And nothing has changed, because if the company will not stay in line with the NASDAQ listing rule of $1 mark for 20 consecutive days before January 22nd of 2024, they will be delisted immediately. And this means they don't have enough time to make this poll to vote for or against this reverse stock split. And it's quite a negative catalyst by itself, and that is why we have more and more institutional investors who closed their position. As you can see, since I made my previous video, more than 20 companies completely closed their position. And guys, ask yourself honestly, do you know more about this company than all of these institutional investors do? I don't think so. And you will not find any signs of recovery for this asset for the last several months, and it is a very, very severe red flag. And I have to say that they didn't post the real news that you should be aware of, and you can find it on the list of their filings on SEC. And here is the document itself. It is the Form 8K, where, let me quote you this. On October 27, 2023, Mullen Automotive filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission a prospectus supplement to its prospectus dated February 14, 2023, which was included in the registration statement on Form S3, filed with the SEC on February 14. The prospectus supplement relates to the registration of more than 103 million shares of company's common stock. And I have to say that this statement says that we will have and we will see more dilution for the share count of this company. And let me show you the document itself. It is the explanatory note, and it is quite long document, and it is written with a very tricky language in order to confuse just ordinary people, retail community. And let me show you how you can know the real information from this document. On Reddit thread related to Mullen, you can find this article that was published by Kendall 15 hours ago. And he wrote this: warrants, prospectus supplements, and dilution. Oh my. And he explains perfectly well with the simple words how you have to read this statement and what does it mean in general. And in general, it means that they have to issue more and more shares for the current warrants. Let me show you that right here. He explains the number of warrants and shares owned by Architas and Ecusa. And here, let me quote you this. So this prospectus will likely add 141 million shares of dilution to the current 311 million outstanding share count, resulting in an outstanding share count of over 450 million when the shares are fully used up. The total outstanding shares count increased by 24 million from 287 million reported on October 19 to 311 million as of October 25th. Architas and Ecusa account for 19 million of that, with the remaining 5 million most likely attributable to some of the other preferred shareholders who have less than 5% ownership, and these were not reported on the Brea 14A. And as you can see, the real share count will soon be about 450 million shares, which leads to almost double of from the current share floor. And this definitely leads to lower price action, and you have to keep this in mind that this asset is still diluting existing shareholders. On top of that, guys, if you want to know more how this conversion happens, conversion of warrants to the common stocks, you can read this example that was again perfectly written by Kendall in the same article, and he made this. So instead of just receiving 100 million shares in exchange for 100 million warrants they held, the buyers in our imaginary scenario received a total of 165 million shares for those same warrants, and shares outstanding increases from 200 million to 365 million shares in that time period. And how it is possible? And this happens because of the anti-dilution provisions for warrants, for the conversion of warrants. And this means this document protect the companies who hold these warrants, but for the existing shareholders, it is nothing more than just a huge dilution. So it is what it is, and let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, we know that from the fundamental standpoint, most likely we will see the decrease in its price. But let me show you another sign from the technical standpoint of the same exact potential movement. If we connect these two tops, and project it to these bottoms, we can see that it is a perfect bear flag, and this bear flag is nothing else but a bearish sign that this asset should break its lower border. So in the majority of cases, these patterns break to the downside. And for Mullen Automotive, I don't see any exception. Definitely, we might have a retest. We might see a retest of this upper border of this channel, but eventually it will break to the downside. And it will break even this bottom of 21.6 cents, which leads to a new all-time low for this asset. That is why, guys, as usual, I highly suggest you to do your own due diligence and do not invest in this asset by any means. We have so many red flags that will not allow any investors to be in green basically never again. That is why just be cautious with any of your positions. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up.